All right, and with that, looks like we are ready for Almond City's run of Mega Man 7. So let's get some hype in the crowd as we throw it over to there.
Almost made her.
Yep.
You got it.
Great. Hello, everyone. This is the best game ever created, Mega Man 7. Here's my couch. You've probably seen some of them before. We've got Peapot.1. We've got Mr. Jimmy Poopins, Chelney, and Orsa, who you'll see later again. I think we'll just get into it here. Orsa, can you count me down?
Yeah, sure. So we'll go on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo! Okay. So you'll see I'm not actually going to be able to press buttons here for a little bit. This game's sort of a black sheep for a speedrunner anyway, that this intro here is 2 minutes long, so generally I'll use the restroom at this point, but I will not be doing that here. So we're going to talk a bit about the mechanics of this game versus maybe what you may have seen just now. I guess number one, Mega Man's slide in this game is gigantic. It goes literally an entire screen.
You gave him the wrong helmet. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this is
So
the deep lore.
It's the funniest joke of all time.
I kind of prefer the other one.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
So the second part is that we have a charge, and that charge does 2 normal buster shots rather than 3, so it's kind of weak. We also have quick weapon swapping with LNR like in the X games, which is pretty helpful. Nope. You can get there's 1 frame if you press the Y button to shoot a shot there, but I missed it. So what's up?
It's a good try.
It's going.
Yeah, hey.
It's going good.
So the route in this game is pretty straightforward. We just go to Cloud and then follow the boss weaknesses. We go to Cloud so that we can get Rush Jet and Junkman. So in the intro, I guess we should talk about, it's going to look like I'm the worst player in the world. I'm going to take as much damage as I can because the final boss, or the final enemy, which is Forte, the fight will end when I have a very low health. So that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, you can either defeat Forte or just drop below a certain health threshold to end the stage. But he takes like a bazillion shots, so it's faster to just damage boost.
Not the Mets.
Tink.
Nice.
Got time to jump in with a donation?
Sure.
Got $25 here from Mrs. Almond City. It's eyebrow time. Good luck on your run. You'll always be my Mega Man.
Aww.
Now is when I cry. Okay, thank you. I'll see you later today. Oops. This stage, okay, so this stage is very nerve-wracking in a live setting because there's a lot of pits. It's mostly pits in this stage, and there'll be a nice skip I'm going to do here to save time, but it's not easy. How about this music?
It's really good.
7 has great music.
For those of you still playing the music guessing game, the song in Cloudman Stage is in fact Cloudman Stage from Mega Man 7.
Ah.
Jump too early.
Yeah, this jump is pretty tight. It saves having to wait on the second cloud to go around again. So it saves a handful of seconds, but it's not easy.
Nice.
There you go.
Just getting that death out of the way.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a good place to get out of the way.
It's also RNG manipulation. There's another pretty scary part coming up here. The fan guys can suck you in, or also that drop is nice.
Yeah, these boofas here can either be sucking or blowing. You want them to be pulling you in, because obviously that makes the jump easier, but...
I approve of that slide cancel.
Yeah. This fight is pretty cool. You kind of do some Mega Man X stuff.
Yeah, as Alma said, the Charge Buster only deals 2 damage in this game. So a lot of the time it's quicker to just shoot lemons, but he will be employing a Mega Man X style strat here where he shoots him with a Charge Buster close and then pops him with a lemon while he's charging, so that puts him immediately back in iframes and sort of mitigates the charge time.
Good fight.
Nice.
Good fight.
It's pretty good. All right, any more donations?
Oh, we have plenty. You're popular. Here's $250 from LV Creed. Thanks, buddy.
Wow.
Creed here with my contribution thanks to our little music guessing game. Shoutouts to the Mega Man speedrunning community for always being awesome, and let's continue to send in those donations to support MSF. Good work, SGDQ. One roll.
It's one. Oh, that's another thing we could talk
Yeah,
about.
go for it.
Ursa. Why don't you take it, Ursa?
Oh, okay, I'll do it. So, Alma's playing on the Japanese version of this game, which has a slight quirk to it with these weapon get cutscenes. You can meet either Roll or Otto the robot or Dr. Light here, and what they say depends on who you meet, so they each take a variable amount of time. Dr. Light is always the fastest, but Roll and Otto are variable, so we're looking for as many lights as possible in the weapon get cutscenes.
I'm gonna go for the zip at the start of this stage. It's not okay. It's pretty tough, and it saves like no time. So
Yeah, we'll give it a try.
It's cool.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, so the way this works is Almond took damage on the exact same frame that he transitioned through the door. So both happened. He screen transitioned and he also got the damage knockback. And then he used a series of 1-frame jumps in order to climb. That just gives you the start of the jump animation, so you get a little bit of height. And then he can slide across the top of the ceiling and pop out here and save about 1.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Nice.
You can actually soft lock there if you transition the screen while you're sliding, I believe.
That's it.
So I took it pretty safe. Here's our Rush Jet. Rush Jet is not great in this game, but we use it to get over some pretty long pits.
Yeah, one of the quirks with Rush in this game is that if he runs into an enemy, he'll take damage and also leave you high and dry. So hopefully that doesn't happen too much here. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that kill there reduces quite a bit of lag. That room is super laggy with Jet.
All right, so one big thing to note in Mega Man 7 is generally if you hit a boss with its weakness, it becomes like, it like pops up like into the air like this. But if we hit him while he's like stunned, the Thunderbolt will break apart and hit him with the weak part, and he doesn't pop into the air. It's quite fast. So sometimes in this game, a lot of bosses like Slash have a second weakness that may do less damage, but doesn't knock him into that long invulnerability period. So we're seeing that a little bit. This is not good. Generally, these cutscenes, if you don't get a light, will cost you about 5 or 6 seconds. So a lot of if you're going for a big time run in this game, you need pretty good luck.
Yeah, it's worth noting that the Japanese version is faster than the US version most of the time, even though it's much less consistent. The swing is about a minute, so it swings from about -40 to +20 depending on your cutscene lock.
Should I be a cool guy here, Ursa?
No.
Please don't.
But I want to be a cool guy. There's a 1-frame jump that I could do to save about 1.5 seconds coming up, but
Yeah.
I don't feel like I should do it.
Yeah, when he says 1 frame, he means it. Like, this jump coming up, if you're going to make it, you have to be absolutely perfect.
this one right here. I would just go for it. Oh, hello.
So we got Junk Shield from Junkman, which is pretty much the best weapon in the game. It does a crazy amount of damage. It has pretty good ammo. The only downside is it lags the game pretty hard, so you don't want to use it as much as physically possible.
Yeah, a lot of these stages are pretty straightforward, so but we're gonna come up on Freeze Man, and you'll see some of the lag. The cool thing about Junk Shield is you can, it's actually like several hitboxes, so we'll hit them twice with the same shield. And also, if you're really good, like a task, you can, if you press B or Y again when you have Junk Shield out, it'll sort of fly away at whatever angle or tangent it goes at, and you can snipe some enemies with that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna come up on Burst Man, and I'm gonna be quiet because Burst Man is pretty much the gatekeeper stage. There's, am I gonna get all 8 rolls?
I, for one, am a big fan of as many rolls as possible. That's probably why I don't speedrun this game.
I might be a cool guy at the start of this stage, though.
If you want, go for it.
How many? I've only died once, right?
Yeah.
At the start here, I can use Jet to slide through the bomb. Let's do it.
All right.
I was literally 100% the last 2 days on this trick, so.
Yeah, at the start of the stage here, you're going to see 2 time bombs that are stacked on top of each other. And if Almond Jet's at exactly the right pixel, he can slide right through them. Do you know how tight this is?
No idea.
Okay.
I don't think it's very tight. But
Yeah.
it's,
Nice.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, the end of that screen is also super scary because one thing we haven't mentioned is that this game has a much shorter invulnerability period after taking damage than most Mega Man games. I think it's like 60 frames compared to 90 or something. So a lot of these like spike damage boosts that you're going to be seeing are pretty scary. Okay, and then we've got a mid-boss here that we're going to take out with Junk Shield. When this mid-boss dies, this is when the stage starts becoming super, super scary because there's going to be a water cycle at the end of the stage where the water is going up and down, and it starts right as soon as that mid-boss dies.
I'm not going to make it.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Okay, now I have to just sort of improvise in the last room. This is fine.
This is like the normal cycle.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't want to do that. Whatever. Whoops. Also, Mega Man slows down if you turn around on Rush Jet. It goes like half speed. See there, I quick swapped away so I wouldn't get the health drop or the ammo drop. This boss we just kind of lock and stun here. It's not too big of a deal.
Yep. The one thing you want to be careful of, you want to make sure you're hitting him with the main projectile of the freeze cracker and not the pieces that it breaks into because those do less damage to Burst Man.
All right, so this cutscene in particular is a little bit different. Let me see what we get. Okay. So if you get a light, you're good. If you get auto, you lose about 6.5 seconds. If you get burst roll, you lose 12 seconds. It's pretty amazing. Any more donations?
Oh, yes. Here's $50 from Ultra IO. I just have to donate when the greatest eyebrows in all of gaming are swinging up and down like that. They're almost hypnotic, so everyone look at them and donate. And here's $50 from Coolrig. Been slacking in my donations these past events, so here's a bit more to make up for that. Donating during my favorite classic Mega Man game to help Kirby's Adventure hit 100% because that makes sense.
Keep going if you want. We got quite a bit of downtime in this game.
Cool, cool. Yeah, here's $15 from Noble Boy 77. Good luck on the Mega Man runners in the second Mega Man block. Get a clean and delicious run on Mega Man 7 Almond, also to the racers on Mega Man 8. We cover all the energy immediately. Find that Meteor and stop Dr. Wowie. Rock on. Thanks, Noble Boy.
Man, delicious run sounds good. This is the museum stage. Here's Dr. Wily stealing Gutsman, I guess.
Yep.
And then this clown drops in for whatever reason. And I'm going to use the danger rap to knock his head off and then just kill him in one cycle. If you put a danger wrap on the floor, it'll explode as soon as he's vulnerable. It saves a bit of time.
Yeah, you can avoid the bubble thing just by holding down and shooting.
And if we hold the button during this cutscene, we can sort of speed it up, which is the only one in the game like that, because of reasons. So I'm going to do you want to talk about the routes, Orsa?
Yeah, so there's actually 2 routes for these last 4 Robot Masters. Almond's going to be doing what's called the 1 quick kill route, where he goes to Slash Man first and ends on Turbo Man. There is also a route where you quick kill 2 Robot Masters, doing Shade Man first and then ending on either Turbo or sometimes Spring. The 2 quick kill route is technically faster, but it's only faster by about a second. So unless you're absolutely perfect, it's probably not worth going for. This is the much more consistent one.
Shoutouts to Ion.
Got time for some donations during this segment?
Sure.
Cool, here's an anonymous $25 donation. I've been watching the entire week, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Shoutouts to all the amazing runners and Proto Magical Girl as my favorite announcer and interviewer. Thank you. Recovering from 2 broken legs, and this has helped me pass the time. So much fun and money for a great cause. This money goes towards Moana.
Shout out to Killer HUD for this strat.
Yeah, this is brand new.
yeah.
We used to do this with Junk Shield, but this is much
Way
faster.
faster.
So, coming up on Slash Man, he's sort of annoying. You can only hit him, I think, 2. Technically, you're supposed to only hit him 2 times before he goes up into the ceiling and drop acid on you or whatever. But if you manipulate his pattern, we can hit him a 3rd time before he goes up.
Yeah, so the way Slashman's AI works is he prioritizes slashing you over everything else if he lands close to you. So if you hit him the 2nd time on the way up and then land close to him, then he'll swing a 3rd time before he decides to go up.
And you'll see here, Freeze Crack actually freezes him on the ground for a annoyingly long time. So in the refights, I'll use a different weapon. That was scary.
Not even close.
Okay, where are we going? We're going to Spring Man. What do we got here?
My girls! Yeah!
This run has more rolls than Mega Man 6.
So this is reminding me. My recent PB had like similar luck to this, and I ended up bringing it back. So let's keep going here. We're gonna go to Spring Man. It's sort of a easy stage, but there is 1 zip I'm gonna be going for, which is gonna be cool if I get, but it's kind of tough. The zips in this game aren't really very much time saving.
Yeah, that's sure. I think like all of them together save about 10 to 15 seconds, and there's like 4 or 5. So
The one that is really good is in Wily 2, but it's quite hard, so I don't go for it.
unless you're Ion, then it's easy.
Based. Top route.
Oh,
I missed my, hello. You said it saves like 10 frames.
10 frames. Yeah.
But I lost like 100 frames because I missed it. Whoa, nice. This is I've kind of been trying to route out some of the junk shield stuff because, number one, it's kind of laggy in some spots, and 2, like, I got a bunch of drops there. All right.
See it?
You have to get right on the ceiling and then slide on jet and then press left, like the last frame, and it'll zip you to the next screen. It's a pretty banging track here, too. Oh.
Reminder that Joes are the worst enemy in the game because they will always drop something.
Yeah.
Peapod actually told me this recently. I didn't realize that the Joes drop something every time. So that's true. Here's the hardest boss in all of Mega Man.
Yeah, so Springman's iframes run out like just before the top of his jump. So if you just jump up with him, you can just do this.
You fight him with one hand.
The beautiful one hand.
Okay.
Okay. So in Shade Man, okay, we're gonna go to Shade Man, and I guess, I don't know. What should we do, Chelney? We can either make Chelney happy or sad. What should we do? Sad? So if I press B while I go into the stage, it'll play Ghosts and Goblins music,
Don't do it.
which is
Don't
a...
you dare.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do
do
it.
it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
The
You
one
can't hear the
Shade
crowd
Man
anyway.
song.
It's all
I can't
good.
hear
It's
anyone.
Shade
No.
Man song.
Let's play the Shade Man music.
All right.
Yes.
Attaboy.
So Ghosts and Goblins music, I think it saves time here because the intro is different,
Yeah.
like the sound clip. And it saves like 10 frames if you do the Ghosts and Goblins music, but it's not as good.
Yeah.
So
The one reason you'll never be the task.
Never be the test. So the interesting part about this stage, I think, is the pumpkin boss. Or so if you want to talk about the pumpkin.
Yeah, so Van Pookin is the fellow's name. The way he works is he sort of starts the fight closed, and then he bounces around a little bit, and then he opens up. And depending on which state you defeat him in will determine which path you take through the stage. Almond's going to beat him while he's closed, because not only do you not have to wait, but the upper path is also significantly faster. There's no auto-scroller there.
Nice fight.
Good fight.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
Got $25 here from Bahamut X99. Love Rockman. Good luck on your run, Almond City.
You can keep going.
Here's $20 from someone you may be able to see with your eyes right now, Slurpee Ninja. I saw those eyebrows and I had to donate.
You gotta donate.
Let's defeat Dr. Wowie.
Nice. So here we have another cutscene. Actually, can skip this one too if I hold start, or Y. Actually, I don't know which button it is, but I just hold all the buttons. So I'm gonna fight Shade Man. So the cool thing about Springman's weapon is it shoots 2 halves, and you can't start charging until both of those are off the screen. So ideally, you want to be like in between the wall and the boss, like that. When you shoot it. So that was pretty good.
Yeah, nice fight.
Yeah, charged coil saves a bunch of time on that fight. If you hit him with an uncharged coil, it like knocks him back and gives him a bunch of iframes.
Please, game. Please help me out here.
Hey,
we got one.
Here we go. So I'm going to go into Turbo Man, who's the last robot, and this is a very scary... Basically, the entire run doesn't matter until this stage because there's a couple scary parts, and also at the end of it, I'm going to go for a trick that saves like 12 seconds. Maybe you could talk about that now, Orsa.
Yeah, sure. So this weapon here, Noise Crush, that we just got.
Excuse me, that was crush noise.
Oh, sorry, you're right. So it shoots a little projectile forward, and the projectile will bounce off the walls if it hits them a certain number of times. So what you can do is if you walk through a boss gate and then fire the Noise Crush on the next frame, the projectile will stick around and it'll keep bouncing off the walls. And if you do it at exactly the right time, you can hit the boss before their health bar fills up and quick kill them. So that's what Almond's going to be attempting to do here.
Go.
This next room is very scary.
Got the bonk.
Yeah, nice.
There we go. Yeah, that is a very scary part.
Yeah, you saw the tire sort of bounce Almond forward because he hit it from the right side. If you hit it from the left side, it'll bounce you backwards, and there are plenty of spikes in that screen, so it can go very badly very quickly.
All right, we're going to bash into these fire things because this is the best strat, apparently. Oops. Here comes Sissy the truck. The dumbest enemy. No.
Maybe.
Like, what's the deal with this guy? Basically, you just bounce the noise crusher back off the wall and charge it.
Yeah, you charge it just by, like you said, bouncing it off the wall and then absorbing it with Rockman.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. Goodbye.
Yeah.
All right, one more cutscene here, and then we're going to go to Wily Castle. Let's see what we got. All right, we have a very long cutscene here as well, if you want to take it away.
No problem. Here's $500 from Flayed. Greetings from the live audience during this awesome Mega Man block. Hi, wherever you are. Named my dog Dr. Wily, but he's a good boy, I swear. And here's $100 from Mr. Magnificent. Hey-oh, Mr. Magnificent here from yesterday's Strider race. Wanted to give the staff, crew, and everyone else a big shout out for making SGDQ such an awesome event. Won't be the last you see of me, and hopefully next time, no flubs. Thanks Proto, NME, Ellipsis, Darkman, Jimmy, and the whole Strider Discord. Let's hit that million. And $25 from Red Shoe Dude. Thanks for another great event this year. Put this towards Talbot's Plays Celeste. Now, I'm not sure who this Talbot is, but if it's anything like Taskbot, I'm sure that would be really cool.
Autoface.
Autoface.
Yeah.
Autoface.
A couple more, probably.
Here's $40 from Ashley4. One of the ways my boyfriend and I bonded was through video games, especially Mega Man. So, what better way to wish him a happy anniversary and thank him for being my biggest supporter than through his awesome event for a great cause. P.S. Save the animals, kill the frames. $240 from Tertiary Lanes 82. The GDQs are family events in our house. We love everything you all are doing. Here's our part towards reaching 1 million and beating Sephiroth.
All right, we're going to go into Wily 1, which is a pretty cool stage. There's a lot of pits at the start that hopefully Junk Shield will protect me from.
It does most of the time.
I lost
yeah.
my best pace run to this first screen because Junk Shield is a piece of garbage.
Literally.
I think it's several pieces of garbage, actually.
Correct.
Okay, I just gotta make my stand here. This is the definitive classic Mega Man song. Just
Correct.
saying.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Pretty good. Snipe that guy.
Nice.
Okay. Go. Cool guy.
Nice.
Nice.
It doesn't work unless you shout cool guy. Okay, we're gonna come up on the first Forte fight. These fights are kind of tricky. If you do it well, it's sort of scripted, but he kind of has a mind of his own.
Yeah. He also has incredibly short iframes, and basically every weapon does 2 damage to him, so we're going to be using the fastest one, which is Noise Crush.
My health is kind of important here, so I'm trying to avoid as much as I can. It was good. So we're going to come up here to Gutsman G, I believe is his name. And he's going to throw boulders at us. And if I hit the boulders back, it does about twice as much as the slash. You can also do this move and grab you, and it does like a ton of damage.
Yeah, it tosses you into the ceiling.
Yeah, pretty sick. Okay, that's pretty good.
Good thing he had that helmet on.
Yeah.
Got a $25 donation from Rufio94, who donated to ask a very important question. What did Captain Falcon tell X's friend when he cheated on a test? You got an F0. Personally, I thought it was pretty good.
This is it.
Okay, Wily 2. We're gonna meet Forte again soon. This stage is usually uneventful.
Yeah, there's kind of a cool strat here where Almond shoots off the junk shield in order to delay the Joe. While the projectile's on screen, the Joe won't attack because he's shielding from your attack.
So this fight is a little bit different. He can kind of, he gets the adapter or whatever, I don't know what he does, but he can go up and down and he flies around.
Yeah, this fight is basically scripted too. There's a little bit of randomness depending on which side he comes down on, but it hopefully won't make a difference.
Oh, come on. I don't know why that happens.
Good fight.
Yeah, and in both fights, for whatever reason, you can double hit him only at the end. So if he has 4 HP left and you shoot 2, he's just done.
Okay, we're gonna go to the most impossible room. This one. Oops. Sometimes these just, I don't know, it just doesn't work the way you want it to. So coming up is perhaps the greatest boss of all time.
Maybe.
I think Orso would agree.
Yeah.
His name is Gamerizer.
Yes.
Is that how you say it?
That is how you say it, yeah.
He... okay, the screen's kind of hard. Oops. So at first he shoots flames, and then he tucks his head in and he spits out some smaller turtles. Let me try this. Okay. Also, he can bash his head into the wall a bajillion times and lose a million seconds.
Yeah, this boss is random as heck. The number of flames he spits is random. The number of times between 1 and 4 he bashes his head is random. Which turtle pattern he gives you is random.
So if I encapsulate this turtle and chuck it back, it does like 10 damage, I think.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Please. So, yeah, that would have lost me a lot of time.
Yeah, boss
But,
is kind of a nightmare on PB attempts.
It wasn't too bad. So coming up is perhaps the most technical stage, Wily 3. There's some jumps at the start that are very difficult. Because I think they designed the stage for like the super suit or whatever you're supposed to get.
Yeah.
So like the first jumps, they must be like 2-framers.
They're tough.
And if you miss one, you fall all the way back down this vertical section. So I'm gonna be quiet.
There we go.
And then this room is really tough. There's about 1 billion different strats for this room.
Yeah, I didn't go for the jump. Because I saw the drop.
Yeah.
Drops get you a lot in this room.
So this is new.
I'm committing to this strat, dude. I don't care. Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, most people would just choose to rush jet through that room, but it's probably a little faster to not do so.
It just doesn't look, it just looks ugly to me.
Yeah.
Because rush jet takes like a second to spawn. I'm gonna get the S-Tank here. I've recently cut out collecting this S-Tank. We used this S-Tank on the capsule fight at the end. Number 1 to refill our coil, but number 2 to refill our health because that fight is pretty hard. All right, this boss. Orso, can you talk about this boss?
Yeah, so this is Hanyad Squared, I believe his name is. His hitbox is in his eyes. So you'll see Almond be getting his charge crush whatever way he can, either by sliding into it or riding a missile into it or something like that. But then you just have to jump up and hit him in the eyes.
That boss is very hard to optimize because the number of missiles he shoots is random, and also the laser he shoots causes a ton of lag. So if you have your move charging, I think it adds additional lag. So there's a lot of different things you can do. So we're going to enter Wily 4, which is the refights. Maybe now is a good time for more donations.
All right, got $150 from Good Cat. Definitive classic Mega Man song, Gauntlet Thrown Down. Metal Man for the win. Crowd, what say you? Seriously though, what a great event and great runners and organizer. $15 from Yays. GDQ is such an amazing event that I always look forward to. I finally have the chance to donate. Put this to letting TaskBot destroy Celeste. $100 from Kate the Gray. Thanks to all the runners, commentators, hosts, support staff, and donors for coming together for such an awesome cause. GDQ has become one of my favorite times of year, and it feels so good to contribute in my own little way. Donation goes towards the Oath Keepers glitch. Kingdom Hearts 3 hype!
So this is going to be a slightly different strat here. If I can get it. Yeah, so this doesn't knock him down nearly as long, but it does 2 less damage. So I have to hit him with additional noise crush. Of course. Another thing to note, if you press L and R at the same time, it'll go back to the buster. So I use that sometimes. Junkman fight's going to be pretty much exactly the same. And then we're going to go to Cloudman, if you want to talk about that.
Yep. So Cloudman, we have his weakness now, which is Danger App, so we don't have to buster him. But unfortunately, using the weakness as intended, like, encapsulates him in a bubble and takes like 5 or 6 seconds every time you hit him with it. So Almond's going to be getting up close to him and dropping mines on him instead, which is, it's tough to stay by him because he's causing the rain to either blow you away or suck you toward him. But it's significantly faster if you can make it work.
Nice.
Okay, we're going to actually fight Turbo Man here. We're going to switch between Noise Crush and regular Buster just to get some extra damage. Because you'll see it stuns him quite a long time if you use the Noise Crush. You already know who it is.
Hardest fight, round 2.
My wife asked me the other day whether this boss or Toadman was more useless. I think it's Toadman, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't think I've ever been hit by Toadman, but I have been hit by this guy.
Here's $25 from Safey. Put this towards making Celeste eat the post office. Naming Celeste Plage. And $50 from Gears to Gnomes. Thanks for an awesome week, SGDQ.
The strat here would be slightly different because the ceiling is lower in the refights, so I can actually... Oh, okay. can actually jump up and hit him. Like
Yeah,
that.
you also can't carry a charge into this fight, so the charge timing to hit him with 2 before he gets away is kind of tough.
That wasn't great, but we're going to roll with it. Burst Man will be exactly the same, and then we're going to come to the Wily Machine. If you want to talk about that.
Yeah. So Wily Machine's weakness is Thunderbolt. It deals, I believe, 2 damage to him, or maybe 3.
2 unless you tank it.
2 unless you tank it. Okay. So Wily Machine has 2 patterns. He will either just jump across the screen and run into you, or he will summon 2 little copies of himself and then jump at you. You want him to do the second one because he stays on screen for significantly longer whenever he summons the little copies.
Any day. And take some intentional damage to hit him again. Okay.
Yeah, this is the good pattern.
Just kind of dance around these little guys. Okay. All right, here comes our favorite part. Wily Capsule is incredibly random, not only in where he spawns, but also the length of time between spawns. So you can literally lose like 30 seconds for no reason. But we're going to hit him with double hits if he spawns in certain spots.
Yeah, Charge Coil does 2 damage, and Freeze Cracker does 1. Those should be the only 2 things you'll see Almond using. Uncharged Coil as well does 1.
Time's coming up here also.
Yep, time. This is the final boss, so time is as soon as this guy runs out of health.
Yeah, that spawn there, I can't hit him with freeze. Nice, okay. That spawn there is pretty hard to hit with a double. Refill our weapon. Casually, this fight is nearly impossible. If you don't, you have to hold up when you let go of the shot. I just let go of it too soon. Oops. One more hit should do it. Careful.
And time.
42-13
Yeah.
with a death.
And 1 light.
And
One
one
light.
light.
One light.
Good run.
Would have been a 41, dude, if I didn't miss the jump.
Yeah,
It's too bad. It was pretty good.
yeah, solid run.
So thanks to GDQ for having me. I would like to say one thing. I know we're donating for Doctors Without Borders and Prevent Cancer at AGDQ, but I'm trying to start raising awareness for another affliction, which is pretty close to me, and that's fibromyalgia. And it affects millions of people every day with seemingly little, I don't know, you just don't seem to hear about it as a real thing, but it is very real. So I'm intending to start, I've been talking about it for a little bit, but I want to do an online marathon coming up to raise money for that. So if you're interested, hit me up. Anything else? Great, thank you guys.
Summer Games done quick. 2018. Let's give it up one more time for Almond City for that incredible run. Now, in just a little bit, we are going to make it to the pinnacle of Classic Mega Man in this marathon. We've done 6, we've done 7, we jumped a little ahead and did 9. Let's fill in the back portion of our Classic Mega Man repertoire with this Mega Man 8 race between Ursa and Clear Tonic. That's going to be coming up soon. In the meantime, my name's Proto Magical Girl. I'm your host for the rest of this Classic Mega Man block. Thank you so much for watching and donating. Before I get to reading some more of your donations, I want to give you an update on the Kingdom Hearts bid wars and incentives. So first, the Oathkeeper Glitch incentive is currently sitting at about $2 out of $20,000. Keep getting your donations in. We need a little over 18,000 to get there, but I know we can do that. The Kingdom Hearts Level 1 Sephiroth incentive is currently sitting at about 12,000 out of 50,000. That's got quite a ways to go also, but between those two donations, that's a lot of the money that's going to push us towards that million mark. And finally, the Disney Sing-Along Bid War, where you choose 3 songs that are going to be performed live during the Kingdom Hearts run. The current standings are at $1,600, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? $1,200 for How Far I'll Go from Moana, $700 for Love is an Open Door. So those 3 currently will be sung. If you have strong feelings about Reflection from Mulan, I See the Light from Tangled, or Evermore from Beauty and the Beast, keep getting your donations in. You still have time to swing this bid war around. Now, as we continue to get ready for this Mega Man 8 race, let's go through some of your donations. $100 from Mark172. After that amazing Celeste run the other night, how could you not want to see TaskBot destroy that game? Let's make it happen, everyone. Here's $50 from Forte. Have to donate during the games that contain my namesake. I'm having a blast this year as usual. Thanks for the awesome event. $25 from Angel Ducky. Watching GDQ replays got me through the early days of sleep deprivation with a newborn. I can't wait for my son to get older so I can share my love of gaming with him. It's awesome being able to watch it live and seeing amazing runners break my favorite games. Good luck, everyone. $50 from Kirito9979. I am a long-time watcher, but today I do my first donation. Greetings from Germany. $25 from Leroy27 says, watched for maybe 3 years now, first time donating, really enjoying speedrunning since I found out about it. Knowing how games work and how to manipulate them is my favorite part. It's a pretty cool part of speedrunning, I agree. For now, we're going to throw it over to a quick Twitch ad, so stay tuned and we'll be right back as we continue getting ready for the Mega Man 8 race. Welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick 2018. My name's Proto Magical Girl. I'm going to be your host for the rest of this Mega Man block. Coming up shortly, we're going to have a race of Mega Man 8 between Orsa and Clear Tonic. In the meantime, I'm going to read some of your donations. We are under $40,000 now from that $1 million mark. We've got a whole hour of Mega Man 8 ahead of us, so let's see if we can get there by the end of that race. I, for one, believe. We've got $25 here from Kona Rican. Jump, jump! Slide, slide! Mega Man 8 was my favorite classic Mega Man game, so I had to donate during its run. $15 from Pumpkin Pete. Level 1 Sephiroth, easy peasy. So while you're getting your donations in to push for those Kingdom Hearts incentives and the other incentives coming up, and as we push towards that $1 million mark, I'd like to take a second to remind you of a couple of the prizes you can win with your donations. So for the rest of this Mega Man block, maybe a little bit after that, I'm not sure, we have that handmade Mega Man statue that was shown off in the Mega Man 8 interview. I got to see it up close and in person. The sculpting work, the detail is absolutely incredible. Photographs and cameras just don't do it justice. You can also win the In the Year 2000 X Print, a beautiful painting of the iconic scene from the start screen of Mega Man 2. There's also a Mega Man Mega Buster replica, and you could win a Super NT. You can be entered to win all of those prizes right now for a $40 donation. And while you're donating that $40, remember that if you hit $150 donated cumulatively over the course of the event, you are entered to win the grand prize this GDQ, which is an 8th generation console bundle, an Xbox One X, a PlayStation 4 Pro, a Nintendo Switch, and a top-tier stellar gaming PC. So keep bringing those donations in. Let's support Doctors Without Borders, an incredible, wonderful organization. Let's get that $1 million and see some really cool Kingdom Hearts incentives. Werewolf Kevinly donated $25, donating to hear Kung Fu Fruit Cup sing. I love losing sleep during GDQ week. Me too. $40 from Orange Man 20. What am I fighting for? Here's an anonymous $30 donation. Please pretend I said something witty and encouraging and give the runners a thumbs up. Thank you. Here's your thumbs up, Orsa and Clear Tonic. Wow, Anonymous. That was a really witty and encouraging comment. Thank you for your donation. $20 from Bakubam. I'm donating for my son who is due in August. James, your mother wishes you would speedrun the rest of this pregnancy. Please? We will allow out-of-bounds runs. Here's $50 from Canon. Literally every game on the schedule from when I woke up until past midnight is something I really want to see, so I don't have time to go out for a meal. Guess I'm eating microwave food all day. Evil Wraith donated $25. Had to donate during the Dr. Wily block. I love that guy. Such a role model. Donation goes towards Sephiroth. Cloud totally cheated. $50 from Greg Mayer. This is my favorite event of the year. I'm so happy that it exists. And thank you, Virtua Turkey Sandwich, for your $25 donation. Shoutouts to the tech crew for all of their hard work this week. Shoutouts indeed. While we're getting ready for this Mega Man 8 race, I'd like to take a second to remind you about one of Summer Games Done Quick's sponsors, the Yeti. So the Yeti makes awesome t-shirts. They have a whole lineup of shirts just for this event that you can buy on theyeti.com. That's THEYETEE.com. There's a whole lineup of t-shirts for this event. I'm wearing a shirt that they ran a little while ago right now. It's super comfy. It's super great. I love it. Buy their stuff. And a lot of the money, a good portion of every shirt bought, is going directly to Doctors Without Borders. Oh, the Commotion donated $40. Hey, you all, I love this thing you do. Thanks, Oh the Commotion. I love that thing you do. You know, the donating thing? Thanks for that. It's a really good thing. And here's $25 from Hex Animus. Mega Man and Proto Magical Girl? Sounds like an awesome way to spend time. I've got a $50 donation from Justin the Geek. I look forward to each GDQ and seeing all the runners work their magic. Spark That Bled donated $25. Hello from England. Hi from the SGDQ host desks. I'm watching SGDQ after a painful week of moving into my first home. I've been a long-time watcher, but I don't think I've ever donated until now. Guess there's a first time for everything. Got $100 from the one and only Mr. Cab 55. Looking forward to the mega. Yeah. Let's give it up for our boy. Looking forward to the Mega Man 8 race. Can we get some more Rush Cycle for Mega Man 11? And here's $250 from Weston 3. Thank you so much. Mega Man Block and PJ doing Bionic Commando. How could I not donate?